Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 19. I'm Andy and this is Let's Play on Geiselberg. Geiselberg. Okay, so I've done something over here. I have this. I had 800,000 liters in a slurry, which was good, and I had, if you remember, I had all of those things filled up. What I did though was that I hooked this up here to that one, and I laid out pipe, a very long pipe, as you can tell, from here, over here, into this part where I actually took out a load and built the slurry pit from the manure system. So I'm not superhuman. I know I'm not superhuman. Here's the issue. Sometimes you need to do it this way. Oh, sometimes this is a mess. There you go, like so. So now that's hooked up. So what we do is, which seems slightly unrealistic because I don't think the pump on the tractor could do it this way, but we pump everything from over here. So I emptied the 800,000 liters in there. Pump, which actually works kind of nicely. So we'll see 113,000 and 12,000. So it actually pumps everything out of there from there to there. And what I did was that I emptied all of these. So these are empty. All of these empty. The only one that's left is this one over here. Maybe I should have emptied that one first before I started with that one. So since we get such a huge amount of slurry, I'm going to do it this way. Sometimes it's a bit of a hassle. We'll empty this one first so we can get rid of all of these. So I just backed those up here and emptied them, so it wasn't a big hassle. You can jump more. So this way I could get rid of all these big tanks, because I had like 600,000 liters or something, more 660 something. Well, I had a lot of slurry in these, and it took up quite some space. I did have to invest. I was mixing invest and spend. I was investing some money in the new slurry lagoon, so that's 125,000 euros. It's a lot of money, but we'll get a gigantic slurry lagoon, even though I almost filled it already. So and I think that has a capacity of like 1.9 something. A lot. I leased these hoses, by the way, so I can just lease them pretty easily. So basically what we're going to do is empty this one, empty that one, and then we're going to take away the hose. I think we don't need that lying around. But that would be kind of cool to have some sort of system where you could hook the different slurry lagoons up to each other. Well, no. I also got this. And link is in the description. It's the Massey Ferguson 711. Our little skid steer. So because this way I can, maybe if I get going. I can just empty this pretty easily instead of having to put this bucket on on something else. So. Pretty cool thing. I like this. This is a nice skid steer. It was kind of cheap, so that's why we got it also. We needed something that was cheap. See, when this is empty, we're gonna hook it up to another one. And then we're gonna return all of these, because we don't need them anymore. I started another project I'm gonna show you shortly. I just wanna do this first. So I figured we need better capacity when it comes to silage making or hay making. We should probably make hay also, hay and silage. So if we make one patch of hay per year, then we do one patch of silage. That would be good. So I'm going to expand my grass field, that is. And I'm going to show you as soon as this is empty. And there it's empty. It does spool down by itself actually. It's not always easy. Oh. Okay, so let's return these. Leased items. Yes. So, good. We'll return the hoses after we're done with refilling that one. So, what I wanted to show you was over here, the other part. This is a dirty tractor. And the reason it's dirty is that I actually plowed that field and the field over there, so both my grass fields needed to be plowed, so they are plowed now. And what I also did was that I prepared the fields over here. So these I actually did spread some lime on this one too, and I didn't spread lime on those one, the grass field. So what I did was I plowed up this middle line that was between these fields. So when we're ready, we're gonna plant grass on these fields. So they'll be ready for. We'll have a gigantic grass field here. We'll produce quite a lot of grass for silage and hay. It's the plan anyway, or the idea. We'll see when it goes into real production. So we need to cultivate it, and I'm gonna actually bring in not a contractor, but we're gonna lease some equipment to do that because it's a couple of big fields and I wanted to do something different. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring in we're gonna lease some bigger equipment. Gonna be actually really big equipment. So we're gonna go with here. We're gonna go tractor, big tractor. Oh, it's so. So we're gonna go with a 9R series tractor. It's thinking. Wonder if this means I have some lagging going on. In that case, I do apologize. I don't know why sometimes I get a lot of lag. Doesn't seem like I have a lag when I'm recording. I'm checking the OBS software. It doesn't seem to be an issue there. There's an issue with the game. Come on. There you go. Okay, so let's grab some. Oh, sorry. I like these Goodyear tires. They're kind of cool. We'll go with Goodyear tires. Attaches, we'll go with. This thing we need is stand. Could go with 3.8. GPS, PTO, edge. The biggest engine it has. At least that, €1,000. And then we're gonna need a big implement to. Now we're gonna go with this camera store. I think this is biggest. I think the bigger ones. I don't know. These are really big. We go with Baler. So leasing with the real numbers, real life numbers mod is actually quite cheap. So see if we get this unfolded. Gigantic cultivator. I like the sound of the tractor. As we're going to plant this with a planter, direct seed planter, it just doesn't really matter that it's not totally cultivated everything. I want to cultivate as much as possible. There's a big tractor, and that's a big cultivator, or disc, or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but it's big. So we're going to do this first, cultivate this into the ground. Oh, get some tram lines here. Let's see. No, that looks good. Okay. I thought the tires here up front, but oh, actually it has some sort of cultivating thing on front of the tires. Okay. It's okay. This is a big cultivator, big tractor, big cultivator. Shouldn't take too long to do this. But we're gonna plant grass on this field, so it doesn't. I'm not sure if this actually matters that much, but. Oh, that was a mistake. Do some sort of headland first, I think. Then we'll just go with the straight parts of the map. No, field. Sorry, straight parts of the field. Like this, it's a nice tractor. best at driving articulated things, but get there. It's a really nice cab. I think this is custom modding. Could be. I could be wrong there. Anyway, a really, really nice mod. A really nice tractor. But really, really expensive if you want it. If you want it, so we can't afford it on this one, on this map. I should might lease some sort of planting equipment too. It's a nice big. I really like the Goodyear tires. I think they're really cool. I don't know why. I just really like these tires. They are really, really nice. Without some bright light. Really big tires. Don't know if they're better than other tires, but oh crap. Here's an issue. This little spot in between here. I don't really know how to do that. Well, maybe I think I might have an idea on how to cultivate this little area. It will go, if we go like so. Manage to get by there. Could work. Problem is how do I get out of here? Might have to fold it up actually. Oh crap. Get this unfolded again. I'm really bad at this, I know. See if I can get this around here. Well, let's go around here and see how our headland is going. Keep doing it wrong, right? As I said, I'm not that good at these articulated things. And I'm doing good now compared to when I tried to back up articulated trailers. That's a total mess, usually. Maybe it'll actually take a longer time because this is such a mess of. I'm making such a mess of this. I don't know. Should be taking less time, I guess. I don't have a course play installed, which is sort of. Maybe I should have that installed. I don't know. I've done most of this either manually or with a hired helper function, which works out pretty nicely. So we need to do this field, then we're gonna plant some grass on this gigantic field now. We're gonna need to cultivate those fields. Oh crap, I did it again. Doesn't really happen anything if you miss a spot. Well, not that much, but it just looks weird, so I try to get everything. It is a big cultivator, right? A really big cultivator. I think this field is going to be pretty easy to do compared to some other. The second field there is a bit of a pain because it has a bunch of trees in the middle of it. So, which is how things look. At least most part of the Swedish farming community, I think. Get this sorted out here so I can try to get the hide helper working. Let's get that little bit there. Yes, we got it. Look. So if I try hide helper here, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so the next part of this is we're gonna plant some. I wonder if that's done. By the way, almost done. 9:41. I'll get rid of all these hoses. It's a new bit of slurry, that's why it's there. So, okay, so now we can actually go and sell off all of these ones, which we have a ton of because it took quite a lot of hoses to get them over there to. We have a lot of hoses. A lot of hoses, as you probably can tell. So if you wanted to do this again, it would take, it takes like 15 minutes to set up, but once you've done that, that's not a big issue actually. Let's see. Now that we wanted to start seeding, so we're going to grab this one. It's a really dirty tractor, by the way. really like that sulky spread. I don't know if I showed you that. I'll show you that sometime. But it's really nice. This one is a really nice spreader. I like that a lot. So let's set this up to grass. Go. Maybe we should have some more seed actually. We'll grab a pallet of seed. Let's grab and grab this. Fill it up. I like this seeder. I had this one since I started on the map, and we played total of, see, where is it? Here. We played 92 hours on this map so far. I played 92 hours so far. So I played quite a lot. I was gonna go down to the lower field first. I was thinking about switching. I found a really cool mod, which is in the description by the way, of a Sulky planter or seeder called a P100. The only thing is it's 3 meters wide, so it's narrower than the one, well, half the size of the one we have. But it really looks really cool, so I'm thinking about getting that one. I don't know, instead of this one or as a complement to this one. I don't know. So since we did plow these fields, we need to replant them again. Now this has direct seeding, so it's not an issue even though we wouldn't have. If you hadn't plowed it or cultivated the ground before, you could just still plant grass, so that's big of an issue. Okay, let's see if we can get this going. I would like some other planted seeds, better texturing for the when I planted. We'll see if I can find that. This is like the 4th year in the game, right? Yeah, I think this is the 4th time I'm planting, actually. That's kind of cool. So 92 hours, 4 seasons. I'm running 3-day seasons, by the way, and if anyone is wondering. So with the real life numbers mod, you get a lot less usage of seed, for instance. Be more realistic, so you don't have to go refill the seeder constantly. I did not plant potatoes on this field. It's a leased field, which I would like to buy, but nowadays it's still leased. So, and every fall it gets unleased, so I have to lease it again, and I usually miss that by a day or two in the game. So when I realize I have to get it, someone else planted on it. So now we have it, but it's planted with potatoes, which I might keep actually, since otherwise you have to replant it with something. So on the other fields we're gonna do canola today, in this season in the game, this year in the game. Sorry. So we're gonna go do some canola in the other fields. I don't think the thing is I think I need to cultivate the fields before I before I plant them, because I don't think this, if I just run this on the field, even though this actually cultivates it too, or sort of, looks like it's cultivating it, it doesn't. So that's a bit of an issue. I need to fix that. See if I can get this set up with hide worker. I could. Okay, that's good. What else? We could do some feeding, of course. We could go and sell some milk. Oh, it's a long episode. I'm going to stop there. We'll continue on the next episode. Okay, see you in a bit. Bye.